not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. His first carry. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd down.
They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
The tackle made.
It'll be a pickup of just 2, and the Broncos are going to have a new set of downs.
First down, Broncos.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A gain of 32 that time.
Well, they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to greenlight that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Jones flushed out right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
53 is the mark. Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go. Watch twins. Watch twins. 70 Timberwolves. 79 Broncos. 53 is the mark.
From the gun, Jones. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Robert Tonyan, his second touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early, give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. They begin the drive on the ground with Cohen. He'll have a first down past the 40. And down to the 16-yard line. A huge play there for Denver. 59 yards for him on the ground. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Brings up second and 11 at the 17.
Second and 11. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone.
Complete.
That one goes for 16 yards. It sets them up first and goal. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Only a yard that time, second and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Nyheim Hines, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have cut it to within a score. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Jamal Agnew on the return. The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make it second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. Second and 3. Operating from the gun. Jones. Now he'll let it go on the run. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 35.
You ask tight ends about their favorite routes to run, and surprisingly, this will pop up as one of their staples because they run so many routes in the middle of the field. How about this one? Starts downfield, bends it to the corner, great touch on the football, and they turn that one into a big play.
Here's Jones throwing on first down. He'll find Lindsey here. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 14-6 our score on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Lindsey. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
Throwing again on second down. Jones eluding the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
Well, enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Throwing, Jones. Flush to his right. Good work by that Bronco defense, and it leads to a 4th down.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
23-yard attempt.
And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead here to 17-6. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things slipping a little bit, forced the field goal.
And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26.
26-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
Denver.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver 1st down.
1st down, Broncos.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
Hines.
And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make someone miss in the open field.
On a jet sweep, here's Westbrook. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
25-yard line.
Being chased out left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Looking to throw. Caught by his tight end, Wesco. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. This is Cohen. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Number 27.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Second and 1. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. Here on this drive, this is 3rd and a yard.
3rd down, and 1 yard to go.
He's got his man. That's Hardman. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Pickup of 2 brings up 2nd and goal.
Here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They'll try to run with Hines, and he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Nyheim Hines with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Broncos draw a bit closer. They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
At the 31-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now Jones. Got a man, it's Tanyan complete. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
47-yard line.
The backup Murray, his first throw. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Seahawks, first down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
First down, Murray out to his left. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again, Murray. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
I'm scared. Mike 6. Mike 6. Get ready. Get ready. Get ready. Who you got?
3rd and 2, and here's Murray. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawks touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Seahawks add on to their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook, but even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field to the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he will be brought down. His time is now run out on this first half of action. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
Cairo Santos set to kick off.
The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
After the sack on 1st down, Murray forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
3rd down.
Switch. Check three. Slam.
Shotgun now for Murray. Escaping the pressure right. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 3rd and 19, no problem as they're able to convert. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. From the gun, Jones. He dumps it underneath here to Lindsey. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 46-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's more.
That's good for a Seattle Seahawks. 1st and 10 at the 20.
Jones now on 1st down. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another 1st down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
10 at the 12-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Jones. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the Seahawks are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. But remember, as they try to run the ball down here, Charles, this is the number 2 rush defense in the league.
So do you accept the challenge up front? Do you get your offensive line together, get your tight end in the ball game and say, I don't care that they're number 2. Let's go ahead and show them that we can run the ball anyway? Or do you do the best thing and throw the darn thing and try and get in the end zone?
Maybe that's wiser.
And goal to go.
They'll try to run with Lindsey. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
And for the 2nd time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field. But they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
30-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. A gain there of 21 yards.
A gain of 21.
That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Broncos.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Catch made by Slayton. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. On play action, they'll throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Now Jones operating from the gun. This one complete to Tanyan underneath. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
2nd and a yard.
From the gun, Jones. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
The Seahawks on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
You. Hey, switch gears. Shift.
Looking to throw. Jones flushed out right. And he will find his man on the outside. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Jones on 1st and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
It's a gain of
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
At the 33-yard line.
Off the play fake. Jones. They'll roll him out right. Going deep downfield for Ross. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop him. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 48-yard line. Murray to air it out again. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Check 13. You got tight. You got tight right there.
Now Murray again. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Credit the sack to Shaquem Griffin.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Robert Tonyan was the one he was looking for. In 3rd down here.
Brings up 3rd down and 20.
Operating from the gun. Jones. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. So make some room next to Tom Dempsey on the NFL's all-time field goal distance leaderboard. That's going to go down officially as a 63-yarder.
Let's not forget about David Akers, Jason Elam, and Sebastian Janikowski, too. So now Matt Prater at 64 has got a little bit of company up near the top spot. That was one heck of a kick right there.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about...
And all the way home for a Broncos score. Mecole Hardman, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos get a bit closer. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They'll try and run it here. But he will not get into the end zone. And that one hurts as it will remain a 2-score game here in the 4th. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones going deep downfield for Ross. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. John Ross, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
37. Broncos 20. Pinion set to kick off.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. Just one last drive here for Broncos. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown.
Joey Slye.
So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. And you talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Broncos 20. Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. 16 more on that one and another first down.
First down, Denver.
That's complete to Slayton. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
This likely a must-have, 3rd and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And, oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feet.
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us. We're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will swell by one more.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And it's incomplete. Clock now showing 0:05. That's all we have left here in the 4th. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Darius Slayton.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Completes it to Hardman. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they?